do I say? Like, YouTube is it is a journey. It really is a journey. Both like positive and negatives, they can happen, and sometimes you're just like, why am I doing this? Like, why do I keep on going? But it's like, it depends on what you want to do. Like, if you have a video idea that you feel like is unique or anything like that, then go ahead and do it. But if you just want to make videos that, sure, people have done this before, but you still want to do it, just go ahead and do it. It's like.
But then again, you have a lot of experience. You started with YouTube in 2007.
Yeah.
Like, we need to get a little bit more personal here, Dex. It's all about how we started.
I was 14 years old. No, I didn't go serious with it until like 6 or so years ago. So the channel I have right now, Dex is Swede, is the one I'm doing for over 5 years now. So, and I'm still going. And slowly crawling up, and like I said, the journey with this whole YouTube thing can either be good and bad, good and or bad, rather. So, yeah, it depends on how you like see it when you do it yourself. So, yeah, what about you then?
Well, for me, YouTube was much more spontaneous. I started back in December in 2014, and I was watching the Game Awards when they showed the first gameplay of Zelda Wii U or later Breath of the Wild. And I was just like, I need to get full screen video of this. And then I started reacting to stuff and talking about the next Zelda game. And I started to get responses. And suddenly one of my videos had 60,000 views. And I was just like, okay, maybe there's something I can do here. So the thing about YouTube is that you just have to do it. It's like in life. You can talk as much as you want, but you just need to do it. Your first videos will be terrible. Like, I was recording with an iPhone, headphone, microphone for the first 3 videos, and it sounds completely terrible today. But we all have to begin at one point, and for me it was Zelda. For the first year, it was all about the next Zelda game. I started a show called Zelda Unknown. I worked like the entire Christmas that year, setting it up, and I decided like, okay, I'm going to do all the provinces for the next Zelda game. And people started responding to it because there's a huge world out there, especially if you do it in English. Because as many of you maybe have experienced, in Norway, the Nintendo community is kind of small when it comes to both views and subscriber bases. And that's why my first decision as a YouTuber was, will I do this in Norwegian or do I do this in English? And that was quite easy. It was just English immediately.
Just have a question for you. You choose to use like the English actors in every episode.
Correct.
Why did you do that, and how do you work together?
Well, my channel the first year was based on collaborations, and that's another tip I would give to everyone and recommend, because if you do, you know what you're doing, and you put a lot of hard work into your videos, you can reach out to YouTubers in UK, the US, and then you immediately have an English-speaking viewer base. Most YouTubers are very welcoming and are appreciative when you reach out to them and do a collaboration. And that's also the way you grow your channels, because every YouTube channel has different viewers. Some people watch my channel, some people watch Dex's channel. We work together. Maybe someone discover our channels for the first time, and that's how you grow your subscriber base. Of course, getting the first 1,000 subscribers is always the most difficult, because you need to get noticed. You need to get things going. But from my experience, I was reaching out to different YouTubers, both big and small, and some said, of course, no, some said yes, and I did episodes with them. And after a while, I decided to reach out to one of the smaller YouTubers, which I tried to help out first. It didn't work out for him, and I just said, okay, come join my channel, because you have a great English accent. I'm skilled in editing. I'm skilled in getting good video topics, writing scripts. Let's do this together. And back then I had like 15,000 subscribers. Now I'm at 140,000. So there's definitely something there that collaborating and working with other people that already have experience will help you a long, long way. So it's just like, don't think you're alone in this. It's a lot about bringing more people in and engaging your viewers as much as possible from both here in Norway, Europe, US. The stronger the reach, the better, because you have the time differences. And at some point, if you just have views from Europe, when the US viewers come in, the views will collapse. So you need views from around the world so that your videos constantly get more viewers.
No, yeah, I agree. I mean, well, this happened to me. Like when you have an English-speaking like channel or whatever, most of the at least half of the demographic will most likely be Americans, because you're speaking English. Sometimes, well, it doesn't really matter at most points where you're from. Like, sure, there's going to be a demographic from the country you're doing the channel on, because that's how YouTube works. But is it English speaking, and depending on what kind of content it is, it's going to be like from America, from the UK, from Australia, like all those like English speaking countries, especially if like if it's very script heavy. Like you said, with getting contacts and like support from it, like as soon as I started my channel, I got to meet so many people, so many other creators who were in the same like level as me, and then I noticed, oh, I'm not the only one doing this kind of thing. So there are a lot of people doing the exact the whole like video game review kind of thing, like in a comedic kind of sense. But sure, there is a rivalry, like a friendly rivalry between you guys. But even so, you still support each other, and like you hang out, you talk to each other, and like help each other out with like videos sometimes. And I mean, doing this channel after having another channel that I somewhat hated because it spawned into something that I didn't want it to be. So when I created this channel, That's a Swede, I was really happy that I did, because I got a fresh new audience, fresh new start, and just like see where it would go. And now I'm here, and I have a lot of friends who are within the YouTube community, not just YouTube, but like Newgrounds, you know, like Flash animation, like animators, voice actors, all these guys, like all these amazing and talented people. You would be surprised how many like amazing people you would meet if you would go out there and like create the content you want to make.
Yeah, because that's what YouTube generally is about. It's something you are passionate about. Say there's okay, let me ask someone here. What is your favorite game of all time? Okay, so make a Final Fantasy channel then, and try working on that. Like, you just need to, if you're passionate about it, don't just think about it, don't play the games, just start writing about it or make videos. It doesn't have to be scripted in the beginning, but it's just all about, in many ways, just do it. It's that simple. And some people will watch it in the beginning, maybe not that many, but suddenly there's one YouTuber that checks you out, and you can reach out to him, ask him if maybe we could do something together. And that's how things get started. That's how you get your first 1,000 subscribers. And that's how you get an audience outside of your own country. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's about gaining subscribers, building your bases, getting more views. And eventually, one day, you will be able to partially live off YouTube. Like, before I started with YouTube, I was doing politics here in Norway. And I was also running an organization for getting the Olympics to Oslo in 2022. So it was quite a change for me. But it's all about just adjusting, working hard, and putting as much effort as you want to, because this is your baby after all. Like shows like Zelda Unknown, Inside Breath of the Wild, the Timeline show where I got Jason Dameron, a very talented voice actor from Sacramento in California. He did, I don't know if any of you have seen the Shoddycast Fallout Storyteller video series on YouTube. maybe not, but it's a very popular series that definitely you should check out because he's an extremely talented viewer, and I'm pretty sure without him I wouldn't have 1.5 million views on several of my videos. So the timeline show was what made it for me in many ways, but it's different from person to person. Like you have been doing comedic reviews. Yeah. And I stayed away from reviews because I didn't get the views on the reviews until I started doing like matchups.
I don't really like to call them reviews anymore. It's just me making fun of the game and making fun of myself. So yeah.
Yeah. A good idea today, especially with the trends we have, is and the internet culture, is make a Nintendo meme channel or something, because that will definitely probably get the views, because if you look at Twitter, the whole feed is just full of them, different ridiculous memes. I don't know if any of you have seen the most recent one of Masahiro Sakurai with this I won't go into racial details here, but that's for sure. Like the most important thing as a YouTuber is just that you try to upload as consistently as possible. Like, of course, you have your free time. Like, you have studies, you have work, you have other commitments in life. But you need to upload at least once every second week, because otherwise the videos will not be visible almost at YouTube.
Yeah, I've noticed.
So it's like it's a commitment. It means that you need to be ready to make a video, say, once to twice a month in the beginning, maybe some a little bit more when you get more subscribers.
Like find your kind of voodoo, so to say, your own mojo for like how the structure of the video is going to be like. Like find out like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, and you can basically like figure out, okay, it's gonna take this long. I should be the last person to say this, but yeah, I agree. You should upload as much as you can, but it's very important that like if you try to rush a video, it's not gonna be good.
No.
Like make sure that you polish it. Like you can't polish a turd, I guess, but
it should at least be a video, not a picture, and you just talking over it.
Exactly.
So, no, like you can do videos in many different ways. You can do it on cam, talking about the subject. That is, of course, more difficult because people, in the beginning at least, will be more interested in the content you're talking about. Say, if you talk about Final Fantasy, like I mentioned, they will be more interested in Final Fantasy. So maybe combine it with both being on camera and using gameplay, because that will be much more engaging for them. They can attach to the footage that is being shown, but just try to talk about it in a more interesting way than just if you need to on YouTube. In many ways, you need to act. It's a skill level, and you need to think of how do I keep people watching this video, because if they suddenly see that this video is just boring. Well, then they will just stop watching it, and YouTube will not show it in the feed. So YouTube is a little bit of a science, but it's also a ton of luck. We have seen channels that just pop out from 0 to 250,000 subscribers in a year. But it's different from case to case. But it's like in business. You can have many different ideas. Many of them will never ever flourish, but suddenly you have that one idea, that one spark, and boom, you are getting big on YouTube.
Yeah, it's also another thing that's important. Like it's a sad truth, but quality of the video itself is like. Well, I'm pretty sure all of you has like started watching a video, and the quality is bad, like either like video quality or audio quality. Like we have someone who's like, "Oh, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play." You basically just like, nah, I don't want to watch this. But so it is a sad truth. But like a lot of viewers pay attention to the quality, and if the quality of the audio or video or whatever is not good enough, then they're probably gonna exit out of the video. So it is an important thing. Sure, but I mean, you can still use whatever you have in the beginning because you're starting out. You can't really do much about that. But later on, as you find out, like, oh yeah, I should probably like upgrade this kind of equipment or this thing. Like, it goes in a wave, so to say. So
Yeah, like I realized pretty quickly that one, I needed a new microphone, and two, I needed a capture card.
oh I used the same little like handy cam for like 4 years.
So, no, but if you're a gaming YouTuber in general, you should probably invest in a capture card. It's a first-time investment. It might be a little bit expensive, say 1,200, maybe 1,500 Norwegian kroner, but it's definitely worth it because the quality will get immediately better. Because suddenly you can combine video of you on camera and then also with that excellent HD 60 frames per second gameplay. And that will immediately just bump up your quality. And then you can decide, okay, maybe I want to show things specifically, just like I'm talking about it. Say that I'm talking about this level in Super Mario World, and then I actually show that level. I show that sequence. I show the tricks I'm doing. And that is what it's all about on YouTube specifically. It's just trying to show what you're talking about. Because if you just talk out into the blue and there's nothing to keep your eye on, then people will just say, okay, this is interesting, but this is more of a podcast or just a discussion more than actually a video talking about a topic. So combining comedy, which Dex is really good on. Joseph is much better on that than me. I'm just mostly the research guy and just trying to make sure that there's not that one guy in the comments that say it's not pronounced the Kidui, but the Sidui. So it constantly happens.
Comments is another thing. A lot of creators tend to say like, don't read the comments. They're only just gonna like hurt you or whatever. And sure, there can come a comment that is like really that really will hurt you and just like make your whole day like depressed. Like you will be depressed for the rest of the day. But then again, there will come a comment that'll say like, for example, it's like I'm in the hospital right now, but I'm watching your videos and I'm just having the greatest time. Like thank you for like putting these videos up, and it's like, oh. It's like, and then you're happy for the rest of the day. So, like, it goes in a full circle, so to say.
Yeah, and another reason why comments are important because this is your main source of feedback.
Yes.
That's how you make videos better. And I learned that my English accent in the beginning was not the best, the hard way, like kill yourself and ridiculous stuff like that. But I was just like, okay, I need to work a little bit on my English pronunciations and my accent because it was completely different than what I'm speaking now.
Yeah.
And that's why probably if you want to do an English-speaking channel, as soon as someone is interested, say, would like to work on your channel, speaks English, and you know that they have a proper American, British, or Canadian accent, then say yes, because it will benefit your channel so much. Suddenly it will feel like you are this professional native speaker. And you get views and subscribers much easier than in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, the accent is one thing, but then there's also the personality of or the character, so to say. Like I play a character-ish, so that applies to the whole like. Sure, I still have an accent. I still use words grammatically wrong. But I got the character to back me up. So a lot of people like ignore the accent and whatever. They just say like, "Oh, you sound like PewDiePie." I'm like,
yeah, that's like the first thing you start YouTube. Oh, you will be the next PewDiePie, and it feels so embarrassing.
If I become the next PewDiePie, I'm gonna jump off the balcony.
So yeah, but he definitely makes the dough. That's for sure. That's for sure. But that's another thing about YouTube. Revenue back in the day was a completely different matter. Like,
yes.
1 million views could in the past get you as much, I think, as $20,000. That was back in 2010, I think. Then
not that much.
Yeah, but it was somewhere in that somewhere in that area. Today, 1 million, I think, will not get you 1/10 of that, even. I think.
No, I think it would be like just 1 million. I would say at max $1,000.
Yeah.
Like $1,000.
That's how it is. So on average, when you start monetizing your videos, say if you reached enough views and subscribers, you can start putting advertising on your videos and get revenue from it. And on average, it's around $1 per 1,000 views.
Well, right now?
Well, it differs.
Well, no. Well, it's not about the views anymore. It's about like how long the video is, and how often you upload, and how long, and for how long the viewers are watching the video for. Let's say
how many ads you put in.
That's why Let's Players and bloggers are doing so well right now, because they can upload a 10-minute long video every single day, and people will watch through the whole thing, so they catch money on that. So that's a very easy thing to do. Let's Plays, they're really easy to edit. Yeah. It's not like we write our scripts.
Yeah, we write scripts. We have to research our stuff.
Like record the footage.
Edit it.
Edit it. Well, I film, voiceover as well, and then I record myself hurting myself. So yeah, depending on what kind of content you want to make, the amount of time it takes to make the videos will differ. If you want to do a Let's Play channel, it's probably not going to be too much effort to like get a video out. But if you want to do like a heavily edited video review or something, it's going to take quite a while.
Yeah, but that's another thing with YouTube, because like Let's Play channels are getting so overcrowded. So starting a Let's Play channel today, unless you are a comedic genius, is not probably the best idea. But then again, you just need to try different YouTube styles and find out something, because there are channels on YouTube that have been on 5,000 subscribers and suddenly explode because they started making a show that people actually want to watch.
Yeah.
Like I had a friend, he is an American that lives in Tokyo in Japan. He was getting like 3,000 views per video. And then suddenly he decided, you know what, I will do animated reviews of popular videos and TV shows. And boom, he's getting 300,000 views on every video. So it's all about what kind of content you make. If it doesn't work, change it. It's that simple.
Well, unless you've done the same thing for 5 years and you can't really change. So you're kind of stuck there, but... No, but sure, it is important to be like, okay, these kind of videos like aren't really getting any views. Like maybe I should change things up, but don't do it if you know that you're gonna hate it. Like it's important to love what you like. I say it's very what you call it, cliche to say this. It's like, but do what you love and love what you do, and basically like make the kind of videos that you yourself would want to watch. So that is important, because if you don't enjoy making the video, then the video is not going to be good.
No, that's like everything in life in many ways. You need to love what you're doing, and luckily I think everyone here in the room loves gaming. So that's one thing off the chart. You're not talking about maths. You're not talking about any subject that you don't care about. Or politics, for that matter. Though I love politics, but it's just like you do what you want to do, and YouTube is an incredible platform because it gives you a lot of freedom. You decide what you want to upload, you decide how to do it, and you have people that actually care about what you do in the comments. And that's why I feel like it's so important to write to people, talk with them, meet with them. Like coming out to events like this one, live stream, because that way people can actually, speak to you directly, support you financially by giving donations, or supporting you through Patreon pages, and so on, because they love what you do. They love you as a person. And that's what YouTube is all about. It's about creating content that people can make a reality escape from. Because a lot of people have hard day jobs, come back late, and this is like the only enjoyment maybe they have throughout their day. And that's what makes YouTube worth it, because I know this day I made this day better, or I made this person pull through thanks to this video that I uploaded.
Yeah, no, that happens.
So yeah, so yeah, of course, work sometimes pays, and like I was so lucky to
show off.
Okay, if you work hard, if you are consistent, and make sure that you reach out to your viewers and get the views in many ways.
Creating a community is important.
That's incredibly important on YouTube, because that's how you get noticed, that's how people recognize you, and that's how you build a brand also. But the most funniest thing about YouTube is getting out, meeting people, going to different sort of events, and traveling the world in many ways. Like in the last year, I've been to London, to LA, New York, and met so many people that have been watching my channel. And I just realized that this will make a greater impact on your life than anything else you will ever do. Because your day job, it's here, Norway, maybe. On YouTube, you can be in Tokyo, you can be in New York, London, LA, all those dream places. And that's why at the end of the day, I just say, go for it. It's that simple. And if you love it, if you are able to put your best effort, your best passion, your biggest passion into the project, and people actually love the content you do, then you will enjoy what you love your YouTube channel, love this life, and never look back.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Like there will be ups and downs from when you start, but as long as you like doing the videos you might do in the future, then things are going to go well. Things are going to go well. And
E3 is also right around the corner, so it's the perfect time to start a YouTube channel.
True.
Especially when it comes to gaming.
Yeah.
Well, you have 3 minutes left. Do you have any question for them? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I do. If you have 3 simple steps to be a YouTuber, which step will it be?
Motivation, dedication, inspiration.
Yeah, I would mostly agree. I feel it's mostly about if you feel a passion for it, and you just feel the need to put it down, either on paper, instead of just writing it down. Why not just spread it to people? Because there are more people out there that think like you, that are interested in this topic, and that's how you start a YouTube channel. Because oh, I love this. This is the content I want to hear more about. Subscribe, and that's how you start a YouTube channel.
Well, thank you. Give them a warm applause. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
No problem. And you are at booth number...
What is it, 41, I think? It's like almost in the corner by the Elköp.
Yeah, Elköp. So,
it's right over there.
He's on one side, I'm on the other, booth 36, and just come by.
Yeah, just come by if you have any extra questions or anything like that. We'll be right there. And we'll be there all the time.
Thank you.
Perfect.